Trojan Women is the aftermath of the Trojan War. The women who were left behind after the war.
The devastation and the damage that happens within a community.
Transition, loneliness, shame.
I think it's women struggling to figure out when to cut their losses. Do you stay and fix and make something out of the rubble that's left behind? Or do you cut your losses and move on?
Perseverance and defiance when everything seems lost.
Search for meaning in pain, in trying to find some way to phoenix out of there.
The quiet lives that happen in the background. Nobody really seems to talk about, the women and children of the cities and the actual domestic lives.
As a very large country with a habit that we have of military actions in countries that cannot hope to compare to the military we have, I think it's an important thing for us to be looking at and thinking about.
We wait for other people to stand up first, and when that doesn't happen, people don't stand up. Sometimes what's needed is a whole community, a group of people for action to really happen.
It's about the fine line where victimhood becomes being complicit in your own suffering.
What is a normal, natural way to treat people? What is natural? What is normal? What is just the way of the world? And what is not?
Talthybius is a part of an institution that he sees that they're not operating in a way he's okay with, and instead of doing anything, he just sort of horse blinders and keeps going.
The way that women relate to each other in communities that are not of their own making. When you are a victim of violence or something really horrible happening to you, like all the women in this play are, you have two options. That violence can take you down and be sort of the end of you, or it can be what makes you stronger.
Hecuba deals a lot with trying to figure out what is in fact her fault.
Society tells us that as women, the only way that we can be a good woman is if we are better than other women.
Hopelessness is a very seductive thing.
What does it mean to properly heal and as a community instead of just pointing out an individual's trauma?
I think that movement is used to both heighten the magical quality of what's happening on stage and also bring us back down to earth again when the language starts to fly off into the stratosphere.
Movement is a way to express something that maybe you don't have the words to say.
But to let the text hit us and see how our body responds to it.
We're all taught that only dancers move those ways, and that's not the case in this, and it's really freeing and interesting.
Project Nanjinu is amazing.
People are just understanding where you're coming from, and they want to hear your story.
There's room to grow and fill the shoes of a character that feels completely unattainable.
I have a freedom here as an artist that I don't enjoy anywhere else.
Because I can just go at my pace. There's no reason I can't play ingenues because I'm tall.
You cannot make good art unless the art you're making is coming from artists who are feeling safe and powerful.